My name is Lawrence. I moved here when I was about 3 or 4. I live with my mom. Around the time my dad left, I had started rapping with a couple of my friends. Rap for me gave me an easy way to speak about my problems, but it also was a fun way for me to just talk about whatever. I started making my own style of music. It was easy for me to express myself in a positive way. The music that I make today is completely parallel to the life I lead today. The YOUmedia Center is a place for anyone. You can pick up anything that you have an interest in and just do it.
LRNG is a platform that connects students with learning experiences. So you guys have held up your end of the deal. You finished the audio production playlist and received your badge. So as promised, we have a really cool opportunity for you later on today. You guys listen to J. Cole, right?
Yeah.
Wiz Khalifa? Snoop Dogg? Kanye West? He's worked with all those guys. His name is Eugene Man Roberts. Let's see if we can connect with him live from LA on the CISCO Spark board. Hey, Man.
Hey! How y'all doing?
Good. We were wondering if you could show us your approach to EQing. Let me pull this up on the board for you.
Just looking at this, my ears would want to hear a specific section of this. It's right around the 200 to 500 area. How do you feel about that?
Do you think we should bring this down?
Depending on what's going on musically, the natural voice always sounds great in this area, which means we don't really need to up this side depending on how the person is singing. You always want to make sure the vocal is cutting through. So as a singer, you might want to sing in your lower register or your higher register based upon the music. Honestly, it's not much more I can say about that because I'm not really a singer. I can, hum a few notes, but that's about it. That ain't really my thing. But I do have a singer with me. I think he's a good singer. You might think so too. I don't know, but welcome my good friend, Mr. John Legend.
What's up? How's everybody?
I'm good.
Good. It's good to be back in Springfield, sort of. Where you guys live? Like what part of town you live in?
And I actually don't live too far. She lives
I live like right behind the dome.
Oh, okay, so you live in the south side too?
Yeah.
I live on Main Street.
Which side of Main Street?
East.
That's where I grew up. I grew up on the east side on Lexington Avenue. You guys know about LRNG. It's an organization that we've founded, which is all about really finding innovative ways for young people to learn. And CISCO really provides us that platform right now. So I can be here in Los Angeles, you can be there in Springfield, and it's like we're in the same room. I would love to hear the music you're working on. You got anything to play for me?
I've actually uploaded tracks from the students up to the YOUmedia space.
Let's play it.
That was way too late. I was there when he wasn't. You only here cause he played. And now you begging and pleading. You trying to get me to stay. I swear you lucky I love you cause I'd have been on my way.
Love me. You said you love me. It's kinda funny when it comes from you.
Cool. So tell me a little bit about that track. Who's on it? Who's performing?
She did the vocals, so she's flipping out right now about you critiquing it. I did the first verse and I wrote the chorus.
I think the track feels really good. It gives you like a good mood to set the track in. What do you think about the EQs?
I would go back and just kind of fine-tune some of the drums, because it's more of a hip-hop influenced song. So
it's a little too high-end right now.
Yeah, so now we're getting into too much high-end of the frequency of the drums. Once you add that little bit of low frequency back in there, then you get a little more head nod.
Deliver with as much energy as you can, even with the singing vocals. And I know it's hard to do it in the studio because you don't feel the audience, you don't feel that energy that you would feel if you were performing it live. As much as you can envision the audience and connect to the audience, even though you're in the studio by yourself on a mic, communicate with some passion, and people will feel it through the record. So you guys have questions for me or for Man Man?
What's your songwriting process like?
I usually start with the music first. We'll just start jamming an instrumental idea that kind of leads to a lyrical idea. Actually, you know what? The easiest way for me to explain this to you is to get on the piano. I'm gonna switch from the Spark board to the phone. So I drag down here and I move to the phone, and I'm gonna walk you guys back to the live room. This is the way I chat with my daughter and my wife, so you guys are like family now. I don't know if you guys know that movie La La Land. We almost won an Oscar and then we had to give it back. One of the scenes, actually my biggest scene where I had a nice monologue, was right here in this room. We'll switch from the phone back to the Spark board. I'll demonstrate with my song, Ordinary People. We started on this song that had this beat that and it was like a kind of mid-tempo with a drum track. And so, like I said, I usually start with the music first, and then usually I'll get an idea for the chorus, and I'll just start singing. And eventually that turned into, we're just ordinary people. We don't know the things. So as you can tell, I start to mumble a lot before I know exactly what the lyric is going to be, but I know what feels good melodically. I know what feels good rhythmically. I'll just keep mumbling those things until I figure out what that word should be and what that line should be. And sooner or later, like, all those mumbles become lyrics. And when I'm writing lyrics, I'm thinking about the story I want to tell, but also, obviously, you want it to sound good, too. So you put all that together, and you got a song.
I'm glad that I'm not the only one that finds like a melody and then just mumbles until I can think of the words.
I want to encourage you guys to take advantage of the opportunities you have here. You know I came from the same town as you. You can start there and do anything that you want to do, and we're happy to provide the opportunities to help you do that. The Spark board that you have there is going to stay there. CISCO has donated that to you, and they're going to donate 9 more around the country through LRNG, and we're going to give other students access to this technology. I'm excited for that and grateful to CISCO for doing that, and glad we could donate one to my hometown. So thank you. Thank you to Man Man. Thank you to you guys. Thanks to CISCO and thanks to LRNG. We'll see you soon. Peace.
Peace. Thank you.
Y'all played us. Y'all played us. I didn't know he was gonna hear it.
When I have an experience like this, I just want to like get back in the studio or just like, you know, work harder. Like, do you guys kind of have that vibe? Do you like want to pursue everything a little more?
I feel like I definitely need to be more educated in everything because it's not just about singing. There's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of work that you need to put into everything to make music sound the way it sounds.
How was interfacing with John and Man Man on that?
You know, it was really helpful when you could both draw on the board and kind of interact with each other. This reinstilled the drive inside of me, relit the fire in my belly. It definitely makes me want to continue learning because the more I learn, the more possible it is for me to make a successful career.